All right, I don't know if you got the memo, but all the Kidz Bop albums means all the Kidz Bop albums, including Kidz Bop Christmas. We've done Kidz Bop 1 and 2. We had so much fun. We're continuing onward. You asked for it. This is what you wanted. We're doing Kidz Bop. We're throwing Kidz Bop in here. There's a lot of Kidz Bop. So right now, full disclosure, one of my cats, it's feeding time. And you're going to have to wait about 20 minutes here. Because we got to take care of Kidz Bop Christmas, even though it's March. So the timing of this, don't worry, because there's more than one Kidz Bop Christmas album. Plenty to see. Anyway, let's get started. You know the drill here. Today, we get a little bit of a break. I think, honestly, this is a pretty good setup. Not any long songs. We only have one that's over 200 points. But we've heard this before. You know, can I keep it together for a perfect run? Of course, Kidz Bop would be the one that has a perfect run. That would be hilarious. Look, we got straights already. We're starting off. It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I think our biggest challenge today is probably going to be getting these Yahtzees. Because it's going to be real easy to get complacent here and just kind of drift through these games. Although, to be quite honest, I'm not loving what I'm seeing out of this one so far, except for those straights that we got early on. Anyway, we'll see. As always, no use in getting ahead of ourselves. There's plenty to do. We've already beat this track. See if we can get a 4 of a kind. We do. Nice. We're just testing the waters a bit. 2s and 5s. I say we go for a Yahtzee. Oh, okay. I'm going to take a 0 there because I'm going to try to get the bonus. I don't know why. Although it may help to be more aggressive. I don't think we're going to get the bonus unless we get another 2 here. And we do. Wow, we pulled that one out. That's a really good score for no Yahtzees. 262. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Your shiny nose has been defeated. We'll move on to Santa Claus is Coming to Town. One of the bulkier tracks, 182 seconds long. So we need to score that many points. Start off with some beautiful 6s. Yeah, I've been alternating episodes here. So we'll do an episode of something from our, dare I say, normal list, and then we do a Kidz Bop album, and we'll do that ad nauseum until someone either complains too loudly or I get tired of it. It'll be one of those two things, and even then, there's no guarantee that I'll stop. There's a full house for us. Always a welcoming sight, welcoming us into the home of Yahtzee. Do need to be a little careful here, so I'm gonna you just going for 4s. Only need a couple points now. May not get the bonus, but we're giving ourselves some opportunities elsewhere. Let's go for a Yahtzee. We need 7 of these Yahtzees somehow today, so you're going to see me go for them in somewhat unorthodox fashion. My thought is if I beat the track, I should then move on to just going for Yahtzees. Because this is really going to be our best chance at a perfect rating of 100. Which you could see above my gigantic head how we calculate that. Nice 6s. Small straight. So this one's coming together nicely. Trying to melt Frosty here. Not the best. There's a 4 of a kind. Oh, I thought that was going to be the Yahtzee we needed. There's the Yahtzee we need. Out of freaking nowhere. And thought it was going to join us for round 2. 6s, 4s, and 5s. Well, I mean, I did say we're going to be going for more Yahtzees. Come on, baby. Oh, wow. Hell of a chance, though. 3s look appealing. And we'll go for 5. All right, 286. 1 Yahtzee in our pocket. We're going to have a holly jolly Christmas. It's so weird that we're doing Christmas songs right now. It's, winter is fastly coming to a conclusion. We're getting into pretty consistent spring weather where I live. And in a way, I feel like Christmas season just ended. Pretty small barrier for entry here into this track. Do need to get something going. Full house will do it. Don't need any more straights, but thank you. There's 5s. More 5s, please. One more would have got us the bonus, but again, we don't require that. What we do require are Yahtzees. I'm gonna go with the 2s again, but that didn't. We're looking good on the score. I think we're gonna handily beat the album runtime pretty quickly. It's everything else that gets a little bit harder to predict. Little Saint Nick is up next. Only need to get about 130 points for a victory here. Don't worry, there's still ways I could screw that up. We've seen before. Given that this is a low total, I would like to see some plays towards a 5 of a kind situation. The 2s are on point. Again, another out of nowhere 2s Yahtzee. And we've also beat the runtime of the individual track. Having surpassed that, it would make sense. Oh, a closed large straight. Now we are definitely going to be going for Yahtzees, regardless of the number. We will take what we can get. One more shot on track 5. We end up with 222, respectable total, given our strategy. As we move on to Jingle Bells, a Christmas staple. All of these songs actually are pretty well known. I don't really see any outliers here that I don't recognize, so that's good. This is 176 seconds long, so a little bit more challenging. This is a situation where we make sure we can nail this first, and then we start going for Yahtzees. I thought that was going to be one. We got our straights in. Stick with the 5s here. I just had a feeling that we would get that third one. There's a nice 4 of a kind. You don't always get those. Here's 4 of a kind again. Can we get another 3? It doesn't take place. 1's looking pretty good here. Another 1. I would have done it. A lot of 4 of a kinds here. Wow. Incredible. The bonus locked in. The runtime surpassed. So, of course, we're going to go for the big Y. let's stick with threes. Oh, what a choice to stick with threes. I almost pivoted to fives. That would have not got us a Yahtzee at all. That would have not been nearly as good. Could have kept the full house there, but what's the point? We need Yahtzees, and suddenly we're in really good position. Let's not celebrate yet. We have to let it snow first. Unfortunate first turn. Slightly better. Oh, it's teasing me now. Those fives might have saved us. Try to get some twos. Full houses there. That's cool. Another full house appears. We do need fours, but four of a kind is really nice. Let's go for some fours, actually. Huge. Historians will look back at game 7 of this episode and say that was where he won the perfect score. The decision making under pressure was what did it. I'm gonna go for a Yahtzee, knowing that we only need 1 3. I'm sure we'll get it. Famous last words. We get our large straight. Now we can really focus on getting another Yahtzee. Have a good look. Nothing happening there. 258. Okay, we're on pace to knock out this album Runtime shortly. Run, Rudolph, Run. Actually, the second most difficult track here. 3 minutes and 13 seconds long. So we need to make sure we beat that first. A large straight, always very helpful in that regard. I don't want to force a small straight. That has gotten me into trouble before. Beautiful on the threes. You know it's serious when I got my glasses on, like I'm really focusing on giving ourselves the best opportunity to win and do something that we've never been able to accomplish. I'm a little bit concerned now. That hurts. This is where boys become men or they stay boys. We're technically, if we get 3 5s and 3 6s, we'll get the bonus, and that would effectively nightcap this game. I think I'm going to take a 0 and 4 of a kind. That's going to be controversial, but I want to leave Yahtzee open. We do need to get a small straight here. Okay. It's really going to come down to 5s, I think, for us. Yeah, we need a couple 5s. We just need 2 5s, really. And we have a couple opportunities to get them. We need 2 5s here, bro. We need another 5. Okay, there we go. We're saved. The game was much closer than the final score would indicate. We're on to the second half of this amazing compilation album that I've never listened to. We're still looking for Yahtzees. We're looking for wins. We're looking for W's. But the X factor is the Y for Yahtzee with a Z. See what I did there? I just came up with that. Amazing. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Pretty forgiving total. I think we can easily handle that. We should probably set our sights on trying to get this Yahtzee frenzy completed. I'm going to be so butthurt if we do literally everything but that. There. We're just going for Yahtzees. That puts us at 159. Nothing notable there, but it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Next, almost a 5 of a kind. We're getting a lot of teases, but we need things to start coming together. It really has to be a perfect storm of everything for this to work. And there's our 4th Yahtzee of the day. I think it goes without saying that we go for it here. You have enough points to beat the song, obviously. Still try to get a high score. We're going to beat the runtime after this game of the album. Honestly, a pretty good score overall on this one. 278. All right, we have 5 games left, all Christmas standards that we know and love. Come on, 4. That was going to be the one. Focus on actually beating this track first. You're getting some unlucky rolls. Going to take that large straight. That's a huge help. These 6s could be very important. Going to go unwisely. Probably going to take a 0 and 4 of a kind. I'll leave Yahtzee open. Full house that we can take now. With the threshold crossed. Give me some 1s, baby. Come on. 6s, perhaps. Sticking with them. 4 games left. This is a lot of pressure. If I were to get a perfect score on this, it would be absolutely hysterical. It reminds me of going to a par 3 golf course with my dad, and he almost got a hole in one. It was like, if that would have been the first hole in one I ever got on a par 3, it wouldn't have been as exciting. But I would take it. I would take it here. We've learned a lot about the Kidz Bop franchise the last couple of days, or at least we've pretended to do so. Mouse will take it. Go for 2. Only need 129. I do want to be kind of careful, though. Still get... Okay, we're good. We're good to go for Yahtzees. Nice. Oh, bro. Now, we can't be aggressive on these last 3, especially track 14. We Need a Little Christmas is 2.5 minutes, so we can somewhat aggressive, but I'm going to try to guarantee that we beat it first. There's... Okay. Calm down. Everyone stay calm. Just be calm. We have a Yahtzee and we're making moves. Okay, yeah, just don't settle for stuff, John. You're on pace to blow this song out of the water. You've already beat the album. So just be aggressive here. And don't settle. We're not going for full houses, remember? We get one, we get it, but we don't need it. What we need are Yahtzee boys. We got 182. I would say our chance to get 100, a perfect rating of 100, is about 50-50. This is our hardest challenge because we need to actually play well. And we need things to go our way. We don't need to get a Yahtzee in this game, but we do have to beat 205. And that is not a gimme, as we have seen in this series. So, careful choices. Take our time. This is not a speed run. I'm not in love with this setup. That's helps us a little. That is big. This could be really good. All right, let's think about this. We basically need a full house, or we need to get this bonus. Okay, come on. 2 6s will get us the bonus. There's the full house. We'll take it. I hate this for us. We need a 6. No! I'm okay. Unbelievable. How fitting our last track is All I Want for Christmas. My 2 front teeth. All I want is 2 Yahtzees and 2 points in that last game. It may be some time before we get another good whack at a perfect rating. But we had fun. It's the memories we made along the way. And I may not even get a Yahtzee, a single Yahtzee, let alone the 2 that I would need to get the Yahtzee Frenzy bonus completed. So, maybe that's okay. We'll go for it anyway, though. We might as well, since we've beaten everything else. It was fun while it lasted, I'll say. 189, that puts us at a very commendable 92.29 rating. We beat the runtime of the album handily. That's always our first and foremost most important goal. We got 14 out of 15 songs, only losing track 14 by 1 point. And we had 5 of 7 Yahtzees, which is disappointing. But it's good to know that even had we got a perfect 15 for 15, which I don't think we've ever done, we still wouldn't have got a perfect rating. So there you have it. We'll be back to normal rock albums from the 80s. That whole thing is still continuing on in parallel to the Kidz Bop path that we've encountered. So look forward to that next episode, but there's another Kidz Bop around the corner. Don't you worry. There's plenty we have to go through. And unless people speak up in the comments that they do not want this, we will go through every single Kidz Bop album. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm fully prepared to do this on Yahtzee. Beat the runtime. Hashtag beat the runtime. Hashtag subscribe. Hashtag